Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, hopefully y'all can hear me. Okay. All right. Think we're ready to go. All right. Y'all can hear me? Okay, cool. Michelle in the building. Hello. Just asking for a friend, aka Keisha. What's up? Okay. Forging, stepping through. Hello, hello. So we are making baked ziti. I had to look it up because the baked ziti was kind of interesting because to me it looks like it's a cross. Hey, baby shells. Uh, it is a cross between baked macaroni and cheese and lasagna. So it doesn't seem like it's a difficult dish, but I went with the most difficult one that I could find. And here is the big ziti. I'm gonna make the now. This isn't. This is more than a date night dish. I'm going to say this is a, a group thing. Like if you had uh, let's say you had a double date and you wanted to do the double date thing, and you know you just want to make one dish for uh you're making more than one dish, then this is going to be for you because then it cuts the time of trying to make everything. So it's like you had like more than two people with you and had, you know, you have a friend named Bob, and Bob has a girlfriend or a wife named Carol, and, and you know, you making, but you know these people. It's not like you don't know these people, and it's not like you're trying to impress somebody on the first date or anything like that. This is more of a hey, let's get together. I'm gonna make some baked ziti, and somebody might be like, "Oh, baked ziti, what is that?" Like I was. Yeah, nosy neighbor work too. They wondering what you're doing, and you be like, "Yo, come on over, so we can cook for y'all." People coming into town. It's true. This is something that's super easy to make, and it. I'm making it again. I'm cooking for myself, so I don't have to cook a big ass pan. But the recipe does call for a big pan, so I'm going to tell you what the ingredients are. Um, so we're going to use olive oil, onion, garlic, minced. It says Italian sausage, but since I'm allergic to pork, we are using turkey sausage. Instead of using ground beef on this one, I'm using turkey ground beef or ground turkey. We got a whole tomatoes with the juice. Then we got the tomato sauce or marinara. I'm going to use marinara. Uh, Italian seasoning, red pepper flakes, salt. You can use either kosher or sea salt, which I would recommend. And we're going to use the ziti. We're going to use ricotta cheese, mozzarella cheese, Parmesan cheese. Now, 1 egg and all that stuff, that's mainly for the dressing for the dressing. Okay, so all right, so that's to it. I have a chopper and it's not a gun. It chops vegetables, not people. So what I'm doing is we're gonna dice the onions up. So I'm gonna get this. We're gonna put the onions in here. So we're taking care of all the little prelims first. It says it should only take 15 minutes to. It should take only 15 minutes to prep this. I usually would have prepped it early. I had to go back to the store and I had to get something. So now we are here, community. All right, so we're gonna chop these onions up real quick, and we're gonna cube them. All right. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna do this. Let me bring this down. Wrong one. Using the wrong one. Hold on, y'all. I'm tripping. There it is. There it is. So we're gonna get these onions good to go. After a show, I took you home, girl. Oh, there we go. Okay. So you see the onions? Look good. Okay. If you're cooking for a lot of people, you're going to use the whole onion. I'm not using the whole onion. I'm using half the onion. Okay. And then, like I said, we're using turkey sausage. So instead of using the whole sausage, we're using, well, comes in, we're going to use one and we're going to just chop this up. I don't know. It does, you know what? It does show like my internet isn't really popping like that. Yeah. When you said when I was brandishing the sausage, see, there you all go. I have an insert pause button. Am I okay? Am I okay now, y'all? because I might have to step out and step back in. All right, so what we're gonna do while I got the boiling water, we're gonna boil the ziti, but we're not gonna boil it for long. So I got the ziti. I got this from Kroger's. This is the only thing that I found. Then I found out later that there was other names for it. Yeah, you know what? Let me get my charger. Could be that. Or it could be StreamYard telling me I need to pay for it. Okay. See, Michelle, that's when I saw that, I was like, well, I already got that. You know what I mean? So I was kind of upset that it was technically the same thing. And I only got it because of the name. But I'm like, all right, that's we're gonna use this, CD up and we're gonna make this work. Hold on, I'm putting the so yeah, I messed around. I was on the hunt for the Ziti. And I've never this is the only thing in the whole grocery store. And I went to two of them. And then when I got home, I'm on Google looking it up, and it looked first of all, it looks exactly like peanut. And then when I look it up, I'm like, oh, I just wasted money on another thing, some pasta. I'm gonna have to find a reason to use it, right? So, all right, we need crushed peppers. I got crushed peppers right here. The real crushed peppers. Yeah, uh, I don't cook a lot of I don't cook a lot of Italian dishes. So, like, since fooling with y'all people, which I'm loving, I'm learning how to cook uh, different Italian dishes. And these Italian dishes are real hearty. I like them. I like it. It tastes real good. All right. Okay. So, as far as the ziti is concerned, we're not going to boil that to a crisp. We're just going to soften it up. We're not going to boil it like you would any other dish, or wait for the water or strain it. We're not doing none of that right this second. Okay, what we're doing is just getting a little bit on there, and then we're gonna start. Yeah, hold on. This is ain't gonna get difficult, y'all. Well, it's gonna be difficult for me because I ain't never made it. So we need ricotta. I got ricotta. Some there. We got ricotta. We got the mozzarella and all the other cheese. Okay, so what you're gonna do is get, you know what? I think I'm gonna dabble into a soul food recipe one day. Have fun with it, and I think we all have fun with this. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the concoction of ricotta. But there's a secret between this. They said, uh, we're not gonna mix it all together. We're gonna mix it, but it's not gonna be like, we're not gonna do it like, if we're gonna mix it like crazy. If you understand what I'm saying, like we're not gonna beat it to death and all that. Pause. So let me get the rest of the cheeses. Okay, so the cheeses that we're gonna be using in this mix is mozzarella and parmesan and ricotta and whipping cream and an egg. Okay, so we're gonna. This is the mozzarella cheese. We're gonna use a wooden spoon. Uh, they didn't say that you had to use a wooden spoon, but when it comes to like doing mixing and stuff like that, I always choose to use a wooden spoon. Okay. All right. We got that. And then we get the egg. The egg is optional, y'all. What I got to make sure is it's not saying the whole egg. Okay. Am I still freezing up, y'all? Let me, before I start doing this, what we're going to do is, let me get another bowl. Okay. Let me turn this all the way down to low. I need another bowl because we are going to do the sauce real quick. So this sauce has the whole tomatoes are juice. I just got a can of tomatoes. Uh, okay, so I got a can of tomatoes, right? Got Italian seasoning, red pepper flakes, salt, pepper, uh, we're gonna put this. Oh, you know what? Because we're gonna have to cook this. Hold on. I don't have to use a bowl for this. We use this bowl for something else. We're gonna put this in a saucepan because we're gonna have to cook this. My gloves hasn't came in yet, so I don't have any gloves, but my hands are washed. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna go back over here. Let me bring everything over here. Can you see me over here? Okay, so all right, so we're gonna put this over here for right now. And we're gonna use another saucepan. gonna rinse out this pan real quick. Okay, so we're gonna turn up the fire. High line fire. All right. We're not gonna strain the can of tomato. You see that? We're gonna dip this in here. Ooh. See that? So a little bit of olive oil. Okay. Got the Italian seasoning. Also pepper. Italian seasoning. Okay. Pepper flakes. Now gotta be on the pepper flakes. Some people don't like all that heat. So just put a little bit of just that should be okay, right? That should be all right. Right? Okay. It's not too much. The egg is gonna be over here with the cheese, with the concoction over here. The egg don't go with the thing. So what we're gonna do is this one's gonna cook for a little bit, okay? Need salt. Wait, let me get my salt. We use over here, we use sea salt. You can use kosher. I don't recommend using iodized for any dish you make. But if that's your thing, you can do that, right? So all that in there, we're gonna stir it up a little bit. Let me get a spoon. And then we're gonna let this cook for a minute. Okay. So we're not gonna bother this. We're gonna really let it cook. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do. I need the wooden spoon because now we're gonna go over here and make the ricotta. You're funny, Cheryl. That is hilarious. Okay. we're gonna see about this egg, okay? Because it did say it in the. It's supposed to go into this action with all the cheeses, okay? But it's stating that you only do it a couple of times on the stir and not mix it completely. So I'm not really sure what that means, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna see. So we got that, and then 2 cups. Well, I'm using 1 cup of grated mozzarella and Parmesan. I got 1 egg, salt and pepper, and that's it. So we're gonna put this in here. Okay. So what do y'all think? Okay, so I'm gonna go for chat. What do y'all think I should? Do y'all think I should use the egg and see what happens? I'll wait for chat to say yes or no. Wow. So that's what you think. All right. So let's figure this out. While I'm putting the salt and pepper in, y'all tell me because I'm gonna have to stir this. I'm gonna have to stir this. You say yes. Okay, we're gonna do it. Don't worry, I'm not gonna blame y'all if it comes out what if it comes out terrible. This is what we call trial and error. Okay. Boom. It's in there now. The egg is in. We're gonna stir it in now. All right, so we got the ricotta. All right, so we're gonna mix this all up right here. Okay. All right. Okay. It says not go too deep into it, so I'm not. That's as good as it's gonna get right here. You get another spoon to get this stuff off. You know what I don't like about making Italian dishes? It requires a lot of dishes, like spoons and forks and all that stuff. So there's like a lot of cleaning afterwards. Okay. So this, we're gonna put this to the side. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook the meat. We're using turkey. Hold on. Okay. Okay, we're gonna be using turkey sausage and turkey meat. Okay. All right. What's up, CC in the building? All right. Gang, gang. Okay, that's good. It's cooking. I'm gonna spray some olive oil. Mhm. Okay, so I know what I'm gonna use the bowl for is for the meat. Then when I put the sausage in here, what we're gonna do is let the grease from the turkey sauce from the turkey go to the sausage. Okay, so we are here doing this. Okay, so we have everything almost ready to go. And the meat, we're gonna just pour a little bit of salt, pepper, a dab of cayenne. That's for your veins. No, you're on the road. Where you off to now? So right now, this is what the ricotta cheese is looking like, and I get it. They said not to to over blend it. This right now, getting this ready. We don't have to cook this all the way. Now remember, when you're cooking the meat and all that, you don't have to cook it all the way because of the fact that we're gonna preheat the oven at 350. Okay, 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 okay. The one thing that I didn't put in here that I wish I would have, but I don't have any, is mushrooms. This dish looked like you could put some mushrooms in it. You know? Okay. Okay, I almost forgot. Yeah, I don't know where Miss T's at. All right, let's see. Like I said, you can get the two of these, the turkey smoked sausage. I only have to use one, so I'm gonna chop this one up and put it in some Tupperware and call it a day. And then right now we're just waiting for this to cook. We have another bowl. Now we're gonna put the meat, and then we're gonna use. This is almost done. And see, I don't know if you can notice it. Like the reason why I like to use the turkey because it produces a lot of like juice and grease and all that good stuff, right? Okay, so a recap. We got tomato sauce right here ready to go. We used whole tomatoes with the sauce. We're gonna eventually add that with the marinara sauce. We got the ziti pasta ready. We're cooking the steak. We're trying to create the Italian smoke so you can get all the flavor in and stuff. Okay, so we have this. All right. So now we're gonna move meat. We're gonna put it in the bowl. Okay. Y'all still with me? I can't see the comments right now. So let's see. Now the thing with the ziti that I'm making is gonna be really meaty because don't ask me why. Just don't ask me why. But I feel like it's gonna be real meaty because I was debating if I wanted to use the turkey sausage or not, but we are. So you got your turkey, ground turkey right here. Okay. Now we're gonna be doing. Oh, before we do that, let me clean out this spoon because I want to use another spoon. Okay. So you have the juice in here right now. You're gonna use the same skillet to do the sausage. What you're gonna do is you're gonna put the mince. You're gonna put the minced garlic in here, right? And the garlic again, it's on you. Some people really like garlic. Some people don't like vampires. And that's what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna stir this up a little bit before we add the. See what we're doing right here? So we're stirring up the garlic and the onions. The onions is cubed and diced. You see this? So you want to like get that popping before you put this in here. Okay. All right. Okay. Now we're gonna cook this. Turn your fire on to medium. Don't neglect the tomatoes because we're letting this cook. We're just letting it cook. Let it cook. Just let that cook. All right. Okay. So let me go back and look at what y'all be talking about. No, I'm about to do that in a minute. Because I turned it off all the way. All right, so that's good to go. Oh, no, fine. It still has water in it and everything. I took it off way before it started boiling, so it's not doing anything right now. Put the noodles back on after I do this, and I read that, Cheryl, from over here because there's no chat over here. I don't even know how I turn sideways. Hold on. Hey, there we go. All right. So the good thing about the sausage, you cannot do wrong with sausage. Like I'm not overcooking none of the meat because of the fact that we still have to put this in the oven. Okay, so then the last thing I gotta do is redo these ziti because now the only mistake that I feel like I made on that was because I did it first and I didn't realize it was gonna be quick. So now let's boil these real quick to make it off. Okay. All right, there we go. You're still waiting for this tomato sauce. It really is not cooking. It's like still hard. Okay. All right, let's see what this is doing. Okay. Okay, so I think we have all the main ingredients done. Oh, I did forget one thing. Okay. All right. Let's stir this again. Because I didn't want to put this in here and then all of a sudden, I didn't put the heavy cream in there and then everything breaks up. So, but the two recipes that I read, I don't know why they're so heavy. Well, it asked for so the ingredients was Parmesan, mozzarella, ricotta, uh, an egg, and heavy cream. I forgot to put the heavy cream in until I just looked at it right now. I was like, oh, I forgot to put the heavy cream. And watch that be the main ingredient to keep everything together. So, no, I do not bake. I try to bake. I always burn everything up. I've never had a successful. Never. I don't even know how to cook. I don't know how to bake a cake. Uh, Even doing this in the oven is challenging to me. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, I didn't know that I had to do this, but Okay, we're gonna try it. So what it's asking us to do is after the pasta cooks, you gotta put it in a bowl and put half of this concoction and mix it together, but only use half of it. I think it said half of noodles and half of the cheese. Yeah, with the cheese mixture and toss to slightly combine. There should be large lumps. Cooled meat sauce. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's try it. Okay. All right, so give me a second. Let me get the strainer. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so I have a bowl of this. Sorry, I had melted the bowl one episode, but I didn't want to throw the bowl away. Okay. Oops. Okay. Darn it. I got some of the Zeta. All right. Mm. I thought that, but I want it to be authentic. So if it's up, it's up. Like, you know what I mean? That's what makes it like kind of authentic is the fact that you're like I do a live radio show versus pre-record because pre-record isn't authentic because you take out all the mistakes and everything in the live show. It's live. You mess up, you mess up. Okay, so okay, so I'm supposed to put this into the thing. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's the first layer. Then it went sideways again. That's stupid. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so let me see what the heck is going on with this. I guess it doesn't want me to have it sideways. Okay, so okay. Matter of fact, I wish I could zoom in. Okay, so we're putting that. Well, I could bring this over here now. So, okay. Okay. Yeah, you can't edit because when you like, I used to do it on TikTok where I edited, it looked all flashy, and then some. When the idea was to do it live, I was afraid to because of time, and so when I found out that time wasn't really a factor, I just ended up doing it like that. Okay, so all right, so all right, so we got the pen for. Yeah, it's technically that's what I started when I started reading about it. I was like, oh, you want it layered? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm gonna have fun with this though. So yeah, let's have a little fun with this. Okay, so we're gonna put. Okay. Well, I'm proud of myself that I made the cream sauce from scratch. This is kind of cool. So let's see what. So like I want, like I said, I want to do something different. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add tomato sauce on top of this before I add the rest of the meat and have the meat sit on top. Let's see if that looks good, and then put the Parmesan cheese on top to coat everything, and it would look like it would just do like let's see, let's see if I can be artistic enough. Okay, this been simmering for about 20 minutes. All right. Mm, this stuff smells good. Mm. The sauce smells real good, and I didn't add any marinara to it because the way how thick it got, I didn't have to use it. That's actually pretty cool. Okay, so we're gonna use the rest of this. Oops, my bad. Okay, so there's that. Like I said, we're using a heavy amount of meat on this dish because I made too much meat. Okay, so this is what we're looking at so far. And then Parmesan cheese. So I used grated Parmesan cheese for the sauce, and then we're using shredded Parmesan cheese for the top. Now we can't be extra cheesy. We can be extra cheesy with this, right? I think I'm gonna be extra cheesy. I think I feel like I want to be extra cheesy. I want to be extra cheesy, y'all. We're gonna add we're gonna add some mozzarella for that sticky yicky, right? So we're gonna add a little bit. We're just gonna cover this unless it's Parmer Chaz, because if Parmer Chaz sees this, she's gonna be like, nah. But if you choose just like me, you just want that cheese to be there we go. There we go. Ooh, that's a lot of cheese. I bet you this hoe is heavy. Let me see how heavy this mind you, this is like a personal. Oh my god, this thing is like 3 pounds. This thing's like 3 pounds. Look at that. So this is technically for two people, maybe three, hey, maybe four. Four people can eat off this. Hey, you know what? I don't. You don't have to eat cheese every day, but there be some dishes that you like. You better be faithful with that cheese. You know what I mean? And put that cheese on there. Okay, still goes on last. So this is gonna take. Good thing is it's not gonna take long because of the fact that it's not like a huge dish, and I cooked most of the stuff in there, so it shouldn't take that long. We're gonna put this for 20 minutes, but per request, they needed to be a side with this particular meal, which now that I make it, I'm going to have to agree. Give me a second. So we're going to put the timer on for 20 minutes, but the 20 minutes doesn't mean it has to be the 20 minutes. Okay. So the 20 minutes, like we're going to check like in 15 minutes to see what it's looking like I said, because on the menu, I mean, on the recipe, it causes for it, but we don't. We don't. If it looks ready to go, I say it's ready to go. Okay, so what we're gonna do is my take. Now, because I don't eat croutons, I didn't buy them because I didn't. I don't eat croutons, so I didn't want to spend $3. Uh, I didn't want to spend $3 on croutons. Hold on. I didn't want to spend $3 on croutons to make a salad that I'm not going to eat. So what we are going to do is rinse out this right here. We're going to make my version of a Caesar salad. I'm going to rinse this off. So we got romaine lettuce. See? We're going to rinse this off. See that? And then what we're going to do, before we get all that started, I'm going to pull this back out. Okay. To substitute the croutons, because I don't like croutons, I'm going to use onions. Okay, if y'all don't mind. Not a lot, just a little bit. But that's just, I'm assuming the croutons is to add like a crunchy taste to the salad along with the, along with the along with the taste of the romaine lettuce. Y'all saw that cheese, huh? All right. So I just got a little bit of cheese. I mean, a little bit of. We're going to use the rest of the garlic and lettuce. It's going to be that simple. We're going to use lemon juice, just a sprinkle of lemon juice, and then after the sprinkle of lemon juice, we are going to make our Hef Caesar. All right, so let's start off with this. Oh, I forgot that y'all gotta turn off the stoves. I'm gonna take out what I only need. Okay. Now this part, the salad part, is subjective because of the fact that you don't. If it's a dinner party and you're doing this, I mean, it'll be completely up to you. But if you don't have to, if it's just like for y'all, you know what I'm saying? It's because it's just something about the breading I don't like about croutons. It's weird. Even if I tried to make it, I just can't do the breaded part. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's weird. One time I ate it and it didn't go down well, and after that, that was a wrap. Okay. But I mean, if you're cooking it for other people, I'd say just add the croutons. Like, I would add the croutons to the side. You know what I mean? And I was thinking about that, Fortune, about the I was thinking about the anchovies, and I was like, you know what, that would be good if I ate it. So if I was really cooking this for people, I would add the anchovy to it. But again, I think the only reason why I didn't do it is because I gotta eat it. I'm not gonna throw it away. So it's like, all right, you know what I mean? But I believe that that's just the bread. It's the bread and the salad thing. I'm just not a fan of it. I'm just like, ew. So the bowl, don't have to make it all pretty and stuff if you don't want to. But I don't know if y'all were in, well, you were, but I don't know if y'all remember the last time we. Oh, okay. So it does have it. Well, I used the the cream um Caesar dressing. Is that the same thing? Okay. If it's hitting like that, okay, I'll rock with it. But I mean, like to have it, because I'll never use it. That I think that's my biggest problem. That I'm never going to use it if I have it. So if I rather have something like if it's just for me, or if I and I usually do ask people if I cook what they do and what they don't like. Like just in case, because just like everybody doesn't eat pork, not everybody eats meat. Some people are vegetarian, some people are vegan. So it's kind of like, what I mean? What is the safest alternative when making a dish that you're not gonna like unintentionally, unintentionally piss somebody off? Like, not like you like did it on purpose, but I just rather ask people. See, because you told me, I didn't even know that, and you know what? But I don't eat like a lot of. I don't eat a lot of Caesar salad, so that's interesting that you said that because I don't have a problem with dressing. Wait a minute, you said what? That's what what's the Nirvana song was that? It's okay to eat fish. They don't have any feelings. That's dope. That's dope. I didn't even think about it like that either. I really did not think about it like that. Okay, so we are looking forward to over here trying to sell anchovies to me. So we put a little bit of lemon juice in here. Fortune will sell you some food. She's like, listen, it ain't that bad. I tell you, you don't even see it. You don't even do this. You don't even. You're just like, okay, let me try it. I'm using the rest of the minced garlic. I'm not making no homemade dressing, Michelle. This is this is this is what we do. Oh, this isn't what I want to use. This is what we do when we're waiting to eat the main dish. Because remember, I told y'all in the beginning, this is not a date night meal. This is for everybody. When you're having a dinner party, this is the times that you ain't trying to be fancy. Can't be fancy. Can't be fancy schmancy. Okay, hold on. Now, if I end up making a salad and make the dressing from scratch, that would be another video. Yeah, I would make a Cobb salad or something to make the dressing from scratch. What am I doing about what? Okay, so we use ground pepper. We have garlic, and that's my way of not having to use croutons. And then okay. All right. Okay, so this is a side salad while you're waiting for your yeah, we use Parmesan. The salad is fresh. I bought the lettuce from the farmer's market. I get the everything is fresh. For the salad, I'm not much invested in salads like that, but this is just a suggestion dish that you want to make if you want to make salad. It would like if you're gonna make a dish like that ziti because it's so heavy, in my opinion. The best salad to make would be a Caesar salad. Yeah, no, I will. I was thinking about the dressing and to see if I have my beer, and I was thinking, well, I understand that, Cheryl. I only got an hour and a half. Like I have to spread out this hour and a half and make it work. So, like I said, if I was doing it for a date, I'll go all out. But this is just suggested meals. The only thing that I could show you, like from beginning to end, was the actual meal. The salad's just a side salad. Like I'm gonna probably put this in the refrigerator till later, but we're gonna taste it real quick just to make sure it doesn't look like it's missing anything. But yeah, I read the ingredients on the dressing, and it does have what is it? What was it that we were talking about? Artichokes. Okay. Well, yeah, it does. Um, yeah. Okay, I can taste it now. Now that you said it, and I can see, I can taste it. Like it's like, I taste it. I just ain't gonna buy it. And I'm not gonna try. So the anchovies, like those little, like they look like like not salmon, but they look like sardines. If it looks like any kind of sardine, and then what do you buy it? You buy it in a can, or do you buy it? See, because then now you're talking about now, because that means you gotta chop up and do all that, but you put it in the blender. I taste the anchovies in the dressing. Arjun said that anchovies in Caesar dressing already. So she said I've probably been eating it this whole time, and now that she said it, I'm like, oh, I haven't. See, that's what I'm saying. Just asking. Uh, I didn't think I've ever eaten anchovies either, but obviously I have. As soon as I looked at the ingredients for the Caesar dressing, I'm like, oh, okay, so it's technically that's what's in it. Hmm. Well, hell, it was good. See, mm, with the garlic, see, so I kind of cheated them because I don't think I needed the dressing. I think I could have ate the salad as is. I think I could have ate the salad as is because I did use lemon juice, salt and pepper, uh, and garlic on it. I think when I added the Caesar dressing, uh, it made it a little bit. Uh, it made it a little bit more tangy. So it's good, but if you're gonna use, I think it's either or. So you're gonna have to use either Caesar dressing or the lemon juice, um, garlic, and onion separate to me. Because I think when I eat the salad I eat this salad without the dressing. I use the lemon. So that's why I don't really eat the Caesar. It's crazy because I don't really eat the Caesar, but yeah, the Caesar dressing, it's no, and it's good. I'm not a fan of how I made this, but now I know that the next time if I have to make Caesar salad, and I'm gonna eat this because it does taste good. Um, I need what? What's that? Yeah, when you say raw fish and egg yolk, that when you're looking at it broken down, it's uh oh, anchovies. See, you trying to make me go? I'm not. Uh. I don't know. No, we know the lemon cooks the egg and all that stuff, but you're telling me anchovies aren't raw. Where did this fly come from? Um, that's crazy. So I give this out of 5. I give this a 2. I'd probably pass on the salad and wait for the main meal. See, right on time. They're not raw. You sure? Yeah, Miss T, because I had put, because you know I don't eat I don't eat I don't eat croutons and stuff like that. So to separate it, I mean to substitute it, I use onions, lemon juice, and parm cheese, which I shouldn't have put any um I shouldn't have had put any Caesar dressing on it. I should have ate it like that, and it would have been good. Thank you. I appreciate it, y'all. But I'm gonna eat this later. I'm gonna eat this later, but we're gonna check on the main dish right now. You hear that beeping? You hear that beeping? Okay, I'm here. All right, sis. We're gonna take a look so far where we're at. Oh, oh, yeah, Miss T. It's I could have passed on the salad, but I mean, I'm not suggesting to pass on the salad. I'm just saying that I added too much stuff to it, and I didn't need to. So, yep, first time I took an L, but this might make up for it. This might make up for it. Let's see what we're looking at right now. I'll pull this out. Dang! See that? Hold on. Let me get the other so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Okay. Ready? Let me bring it up close to y'all. Let me see. This is exciting right here. All right. Dang! You see that? You see that? You see what that cheese does for a rudder? You see, mm, let's get back over here. Dang. Oh my goodness. Is it ready to chop up? Is it ready to chop, right? Let me go on and get another plate. As well as you, one thing I'm gonna use a little plate because y'all making me wash dishes. And then after this, I gotta renew my insurance license, so I gotta take classes. But we gonna check. All right, you see this? I'm just gonna cut a little piece because it's gonna be for dinner. We're gonna, so what we're gonna, you know what? Let's let it breathe for about 2 minutes. Let's let it breathe. Man, if you could just smell it right now. Y'all gonna make me cook like Italian dishes all the time. Man, I gotta do two of them. Man, hey, I'll tell you what. Let me see here. All right, hold on, y'all. I washed my wooden spoon. Okay. So, Ziti. I didn't use marinara. I just used tomato and tomato sauce. And the way that it looks great. Now, there it is. This is what I'm telling you. Fortune said something earlier saying that it being leftover might be the bomb. And I'm going to probably agree with you because when it settles and stuff, it won't break up like it is right now. But it looks. I'm getting another fork. Got a lot of wash. I got a lot of washing to do. Okay. Then put this over here. All right. What we're gonna taste is the noodle. Then we're gonna taste everything else and see where it stands, and then base it on all the other Italian dishes we made, and see this is if this can. Okay. I'm thinking about freezing it myself because that looks like a lot. Okay, so let's taste this. Okay. Let me taste it without. All right, let me just taste the ziti itself because if it's anything like penne, then it's like okay. Okay. Yeah, the noodles aren't mushy. Tell you, I didn't let the noodles boil all the way, so it's not like look at it. Let me see if I can show it to you. It's not breaking off. It's not breaking off. That's cheese. Hold on. See, it's not breaking off or anything. That's what I was afraid of, to be honest with y'all, was the ziti being real mushy and watery and stuff like that. But nope. Mm-hmm. The ziti's on point. The flavor from everything else absorbed into the ziti. I didn't put salt, anything on the pasta itself. So all the stuff that was in the pasta, like and I used turkey. Let's see. Mm. Now, if you're a carnivore and you eat like it's nobody's business, do the turkey sausage. You can do either ground beef, lamb, or ground beef. I mean, yeah, ground beef, ham. I mean, ground beef, lamb, or turkey. I'm gonna rate the ziti a 9. So, because like I said, see, it's not mushy. Looking out, I was gonna make marinara, right? I believe the canned tomato sauce with the whole tomatoes in it is the lick, not the marinara. Even if you make it, I think just putting a can of or seasoning up a can of tomato with like the seasoning with with the tomatoes and everything on there is good enough that you don't need the marinara sauce, or you don't need to add marinara sauce because this came out perfect. Thank you, I appreciate the 10, and it's really good. Um, I'm gonna tell you, three of my favorite things is meat and cheese and vegetables. Now, granted, I guess I understand why salad would be needed as a side dish. Now it makes sense because this, and I think if you cook it, if you're making it for a party or something like that, of course you would make it before anybody would come over so it can sit. And this would have sat perfectly, almost like what y'all were saying about lasagna. It would sit just like it. And I remember when I made the lasagna that one time, the lasagna looked better at 6 p.m. than it did when I did it on live. So yeah, if you do it with the salad, uh, um, you could put the basil. I forgot to put the basils, so I'm probably gonna add the basil right now. While it's sitting, I forgot. I really forgot that one. I said I was gonna add the basil at the end, and I forgot. But I already tasted this, and yeah, the basil would have made a difference. Uh, but so no, I would add the basil afterwards, like let it cook in after the fact. Just because basil, I don't know, man. I don't like. I like it like kind of raw. So this is really good. Now, okay, so would I rank it as go-to dish to make based on all the dishes I've made so far? I'll do this versus lasagna that I made. I would I would choose this over the lasagna. I'll tell you why though, because this is very similar to Big Mac and cheese. And hear me out. It's like the concept of baked mac and cheese, and you can just bring it and you can just eat it without like slicing into it or anything. It's super easy to eat. You could just eat it just like you do baked mac and cheese. You put your fork in it and then eat it. Um, Lasagna is really good, but it can get dry. Yeah, it gets dry. The pasta part gets dry over the time. And this, I don't see this, and then you break this up when you get ready to either freeze it or put it up. You can break it up. It's not gonna know, they literally just break it up and eat it as you can even make this later, kind of like side, like for instance, let's say that you're gonna make anything. Let's say you're gonna make lamb or something like that. You can do this, or you can do a lot with this. You can make it a side. You can make it a full dish. But this is good. Thank y'all for the love, though. It basically took 30 minutes to prep, 20 minutes to bake. So it was a total of 60 minutes. Yeah, and I agree with that. I agree with that. If I didn't make a video and I made it, yeah, I would do that. I would have just did everything the night before and then put it up and then put it the oven the next day. Yep. And it would have marinated. And that would have been great. So that's another good suggestion. You're gonna make this, just pre-make it the day before and take your time. What's the rush? Right? So thank you guys again for hanging out with the suggestion. Bake Ziti. I think you can. We're gonna find out because I'm gonna do it. Thank you guys for the suggestions. Thank you guys for the ratings. And I appreciate the love. We got to figure out what we're going to do for October because now the weather's changing. Therefore, your taste buds change, and you kind of make thicker meals, hearty meals, and meals to get your weight up because you're about to go into hibernation for the winter. So again, thank you guys. I'll see you on Monday, and I hope y'all have a great weekend. Okay, just asking, it's your birthday month. What's your go-to dish? Let us know, and we'll go into it and see what we gonna make. I'm in Houston, so they got everything. All right, thank you, Miss T. See y'all on Monday, and I will gonna finish this dish, do some studying, let the other stuff get out, and then I'm gonna eat again tonight. All right.